gonna keep quiet. I noticed the Popemobile was a white Dodge Ram or Dodge White Ram for the hearse. I thought that was interesting that it was a Ram and dodging the white Ram. Even after death was someone signaling, just dodge the white Ram, that's about it. At all costs. And a ram is somewhat in the goat category for a lot of people, even though it's not the same animal. But a lot of people do see rams as being on the goat side. And goats in the Bible are somehow, given the evil label. I'm not really sure they represent or symbolize evil. So lambs to the left, lambs to the right, R-I-G-H-T. And it's not political, it just means about life. That's basically it. It's not politicized. Lambs, God will save lambs, place them to his left. God will save lambs and place them to his right. Because it starts with an L, I think that's why this is happening. The lambs to the right, goats to the left. And if goats can seem like rams, or if rams can seem like goats, gosh, then those who, it's not like political about life. There's a difference. You basically want people to be safe, to be living, to not be harmed. That's really what life is about. We have political extremes of the definition being, about life. But in general, most people are about life. You'd have to wind up in super evil category to promote death, like actual all-out death. So that's all we're saying. That's the word in the sky. There's a Ford Ranger, what? It's on the right. And the gate's on the left. So there is a difference, but politics is a whole other animal. That's, but in general, most people don't want to see people get hurt. Once you see someone in misery, you don't want to have to see it again. And if you get off on it, then you're way off in a serious category of the group of that has to be dodged. And you dodged like a Dodge White Ram. You would be a ram, that's right, ish, So how are you doing, Candace? There's a Panda Fest today, the second day of Panda Fest. Somewhere I read that for Philadelphia this might be the first Panda Fest. I don't know where I read that. It was a specifically Philadelphia site for the Panda Fest. In general, Panda Fest, they're in a whole bunch of big cities on different dates. And, it's the biggest Chinese food festival in the U.S. Anyway, thought it sounded cool. Yesterday was a rain out in terms of, it rained, it was pretty overcast from morning onwards. It was mistier in the morning, and then we had an all-out downpour, little almost monsoon category for about 15 minutes to a half hour in the afternoon. So I think I'll come out today. This weekend was an unusual schedule weekend, so I kind of wondered why that was. And I'm wondering what's up in the universe because of it. But hopefully I can get to the Panda Fest today. next weekend is the Broad Street Run, so that's considered a very big thing, I guess. And if people prep in advance, then they're gonna start prepping now, I guess. I don't know how that works from the security guild side of things. And it's open city streets on Walnut for the last Sunday in April. That's why the cops down there with the streets closed off. They block it off from 14th, but the Open Streets Fest, that thing is from 15th Street to 19th Street, and then also crossing over from Locust to Chestnut. An aerial view makes it look like a cross, as if a cross were laid bare on Rittenhouse Square on the northwest, or if you are Rittenhouse Square, it would be the northeast corner. So there's a whole bunch of ways to look at the corners. You know, if you are Rittenhouse Square, it's the northeast corner. If you're heading west, you would say it's the southwest corner of 18th and Spruce if you're heading west on Walnut. So, but if you're the actual square, the corner, it's the northeast corner of the square, but it's really the southwest corner of the intersection. So, we have vodka seltzer cases here, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the ground. They remind me of, like, if I were to get ice plus caffeine, they come in those cases like a pack of 12. They look similar. I splurged on a case just for the upcoming hot weather. So I had a slight meltdown regarding it because make sure he stops. Because